Go, Martin.
And season number 8 of your ASEAN Basketball League is officially underway. First possession goes to the Kungfu Basketball Club.
Horn set being run here. You got Tucker against Xavier Alexander off the bat.
Tucker with the basketball. Uses a Howard's screen. Gets it inside to Howard. Howard!
The point guard Judy's double high screen and once again.
And Tucker missing on the drive. Howard offensive board. Howard unable to hit. Kind of play from Justin Howard. And they get the rebound in that play. Tucker on the step back. Tucker.
Go is Anthony Tucker again. That high pick and roll with Justin Howard.
It's 4-0 for the home team. Gets it stolen. Here comes Kungfu. For Slingers quick to recover. Chong with a floater in the lane.
And calmly hits a three-pointer. 13-2.
No, look, now it's an 11-point lead. First double-digit lead for Kungfu tonight. Ryan Wright from the shoot. Another turnover for the Slingers, though. Anthony Tucker, the hop step, sends it back outside. Jonathan Burmillo, back to Tucker. Tucker sends it to Gokai. They swing it around.
Bing Shang and the GM Michael Johnson definitely not pleased with the way this team has started. You know, they are the first runner-up for the past couple of years.
But the ball will remain with Kungfu with a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Here's Tucker. Sends it back outside. Hudson Ren. A couple of crossovers.
It's just a matter of time before those baskets start falling here for Justin Howard. Green has the license from Coach Charles, shooting it with confidence. There was one game last season where he converted on 7 3-point shots in one game.
That time he recognized the collapse on the defense, took it closer and knocked down the J. Here's Liu. Oh, they swing it around. Great ball movement for Kungfu. Wang with a nice dish
on the floor.
Anthony Tucker with the ball. Sends it back outside. This is Liu. Goes baseline. Back outside. Wang sends it to He attacks. Extra pass to Gokai. Gokai flips.
Singapore Slingers caught just watching that basketball. On that now that Justin Howard is on the bench.
Anthony Tucker against Xavier Alexander now. Tucker on the step back.
Just needs a little opening against the outstretched hands of Xavier Alexander.
Anthony Tucker on the step back once more.
First 3-point basket of the ball game for the Slingers.
Sorely missing the outside shooting right now.
Yes.
Wong Wei Long.
Definitely right now 1 out of 3 for the Slingers, and they were numbered. Heat check right there for Tucker. Long shot, long rebound, grabbed by Kalen Chongson.
But Kungfu getting a lot of 50-50 balls here in the first half. A drop off inside Howard. Here's Alexander on the move. Alexander
and leading the Kungfu Basketball Club.
Kind of flew under the radar with all of the acquisition. Flip it up and in. 9-point game. Oh, nice.
On the offensive glass.
2 world imports leading their team in scoring respectively for each team. Anthony Tucker with 12 and Ryan Wright with 12. So Slingers still down by 11 with...
There's that familiar 3-man weave on the top of the key.
Mandani goes baseline, sends it to Ang Han Bin, moves closer, but doesn't go right there for the offensive board.
And that's only the 3rd offensive rebound for Singapore.
Alexander sends it to Mandani, corner 3, knocks it down. But again, Singapore slowly chipping away. Howard, that
outside stroke.
Russell also in for the Slingers. Desmano looking for Alexander at the post. Alexander with a spin. Oh, nice extra.
Try to go to the post more often with Xavier Alexander as Singapore dropping to a zone defense here.
Here's the ball stolen. They're back on top by 11 points, 45-34 with under 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Alexander contest.
Here's that drag screen set for Anthony Tucker.
Howard on.
Getting deep in the paint and then quick turnaround for the left-hand finish.
Let's see how Singapore will answer. Russell Lowe. The spin. Russell Lowe with a short hook. Oh, the tip. Exchange of baskets in this stretch. Here's Huh. Sends it to Wang. Chong attacks. Sends it back outside. Tucker for three.
Three-point shot of the ball game. And if you remember how Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions play, they like to initiate their offense in a similar fashion here, that wing ball screen.
Yes.
And rolling big man to the bat. Mid-range shot, just shooting it a bit short there. And, you know, Anthony Tucker and Xavier Alexander both have played the entirety of this ball game as great cut.
Oh, he goes 1 out of 2, but gets the ball back. Ryan Wright with a
Four to sag off, especially on that ball screen for Anthony Tucker, because any little bit of daylight, he's already shooting 5 out of 6 from the three-point area. It's been wire to wire so far here for Kungfu.
Here's Gokai with the ball against Delvin Go. Gokai puts it on the floor, blows by Delvin. Nice pass to
Life difficult for the big men of Singapore.
the entire coaching staff of Kungfu not liking that call. Ryan Wright with
Try to speed the tempo up a little bit, especially on the defensive end. Try to force some turnovers from Kungfu.
Here's Gokai. Feeds it to Chong. Tucker wide open from the corner. 23 points.
I think he's 6 out of 8 from long distance.
He wasn't kidding when he said that he have the biggest lead off the night, 64-49.
Slingers, they've been limited to 49 points through 3.5 quarters so far. They remember they averaged about 76 points per game last season.
Here's Tucker.
And you know, those 26 points, he's matched up against Xavier Alexander, who is a great
good
defender,
yes.
a great long defender in his own right.
He has the basketball. Sends it back outside. Chong takes it.
Both on that trip.
And he proved you right, making both. Ascending this lead to 25 points.
25 points. Statement game here for Kungfu Basketball Club, and they've been patiently and deliberately running that half-court set of theirs, and Anthony Tucker has done a splendid job quarterbacking and finding the best matchup against Xavier Alexander defensively. Really hounded Xavier Alexander, limiting him to just 14 points in this ball game.
Here's
Good, and he knocks down the three-point shot.
18-point advantage. Or make that 28 rather.
Whatever defense Singapore has thrown against him, he has read them very well, and he has capitalized not only for himself but also for his teammates.
Alexander, the hesitation move, drops it off inside.
That it is right now. Singapore is stuck close with Kungfu Basketball. They even 11 points per game as well. Leon Kwek also close to double digits on a nightly basis for Coach Neo Beng Shang. So they're going to have to look for that support, that local support for the Singapore Slingers if they're going to contend.